Hello and welcome back to Art with Mr. Mariani. I'm your host, Mr. Mariani, and in today's lesson, we're going to be learning about one of my favorite artists, Piet Mondrian. We're going to be talking about primary colors. And last, we're going to be making primary penguins. Let's get started. Piet Mondrian was born in the Netherlands in 1842. He's very famous for making paintings just like these. What do you notice about these paintings? Is he using lots of different colors? Is he using lots of different shapes? I don't think so. He's sticking to some basic shapes and some primary colors. But first, let's learn those primary colors. Primary colors are colors that you mix together to make all the other colors in the world. And so if you go to an art store and you can only buy 3 paints or 3 colors, the colors you should buy are the primary colors. The primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. And if we mix these colors together, we can make millions of different colors. I like Piet Mondrian so much that I even painted my own classroom to look like one of his paintings. Do you guys want to come check it out with me? Let's go. This is Mr. Mariani's art classroom. You can see that I painted the walls and the ceiling even. And I used the same shapes that Piet Mondrian was using. Squares and rectangles, vertical and horizontal lines. I was also using just the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. Now today what we're going to do is we're going to make some primary penguins. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, in today's lesson you're going to need just a couple of things. The first thing you're going to need is a piece of paper. The second thing you're going to need is a pencil. I like to pick a pencil with an eraser in case I make some artist mistakes. Then I can go ahead and fix it. The last thing I'm going to need is 3 colors. Now, you can use color pencils, you can use crayons, you can use oil pastels, you can use markers, but you need the 3 primary colors. And remember those 3 primary colors are blue, yellow, and red. So what I'm going to think about is Piet Mondrian was using geometric shapes that are straight, sharp. So let's go ahead and let's try to make a penguin geometric. So I'm going to start off by making a big, actually, I'm going to move my paper to portrait, not landscape, but to portrait. I'm going to make a big square. Then I'm going to make a triangle, a little square, a little square. And remember, we're using that word symmetry, same on both sides. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a long upside down triangle and a long upside down triangle. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a line to connect those. Then I need to put little triangle, little triangle. Again, symmetry, one on both sides. We've been talking about that word symmetry. I love when you guys use it as artists. Last thing I'm going to do on my penguin is a large triangle in the middle. It's going to be his stomach. And if you want to make your penguin look a little bit sillier, you can put one big triangle, one little triangle. Kind of give it like a little bit of hair, like a macaroni penguin. Now I'm going to take my primary colors, and I get to color this in using primary colors. So I know that I probably want my triangle to be yellow, this triangle to be yellow, and yellow. Okay. And I'm going to make my penguin mostly blue. So one of the techniques we use when we color is we trace our lines. Trace, 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 and then nice and smooth, back and forth. I'm using my primary blue. I already used my primary yellow. And then I'm gonna add in my extra details with primary red. Now I'm going to fast forward, and then we can talk a little bit about our Piet Mondrian primary penguin. One of the other things Piet Mondrian was famous for is when he was making these basic shapes using primary colors, he also used thick black lines or heavy black lines to trace around his shapes. So let's go ahead. If you have a Sharpie, this is great. If you have a marker, if you don't have a marker, you can just use another black crayon, oil pastel, whatever you have that's the color black. And how we make a thick line is we go over it to make it look wide. So back and forth. And I'm going to trace my lines that I made. So I trace around my square first. Piet Mondrian really liked these thick black lines. And they're going to make our penguins look even more geometric and more like one of Piet Mondrian's paintings. You can see I'm getting thicker. I'm taking my time, I'm not rushing, nice and slow. That's the way the artists go. Remember, we are trying our hardest to be the smartest artists. Nice and slow, here we go. And I'm gonna write my name of my penguin. I'm gonna name him after the very famous artist Piet, or Piet. Piet. There's my penguin. Now, boys and girls, what you can do is you can add in some eggs for the penguins, maybe some igloos, maybe, I don't know, whatever your brain can think of, but try to fill up your whole paper and make it look amazing. The only thing that I want you to do, though, is when you go to color in the rest of your details or the things around your penguin, is use your primary colors. Again, our primary colors are blue, yellow, and red. All right, thank you for learning with me today. I'm very happy that we're all trying to become the smartest artist. I cannot wait for us to do some more art again tomorrow. See you guys next time.